Record. Mic trigger.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Scatty Notes.
Artist name. Boss Job.
This is
280. Mic trigger. Mic lock. Button. Is on. Double tap.
This is the scattiest note ever video. I don't know why I call it that. Because by definition, scat means something else. But anyway, today we're going to talk about. First of all, we're going to start our video with, "Hello, friends. We haven't spoken for a long, long time," and that's because the channel, the Media Mogul channel, is a vlog channel now. I'm sorting it out. I'm keeping some stuff on there, but there's some stuff that's going to be moved. There's some toy reviews which we're doing, and all the Imaginary Friends stuff is moving over to the secondary channel, Fusion Entertainment, and we're also doing the documentary. That's happening. If you want to know about that more, then the story of I've told many a time, but we've actually found out that one of the people that we're working with actually suffers with sleep paralysis. So that's good. It really, we talk about it, and I think it's good because sleep paralysis is a real horror, it's a real thing. But then the question is imagination and reality. When the dream world opens up, what happens then? Does imagination turn itself inside out? Does reality turn itself outside in? There's that song by the Travelling Wilburys, isn't there? Inside out, outside in, right side up, upside down. You come past. I'm not walking very fast, so you can go in front. There we go. So there's that, and then the Imaginary Friends blog, and I'm going to say this now, we're taking it seriously. I'm taking it to the next level. The next level, there's going to be an Imaginary Friends guide, which, as good as you did, but she didn't do it as well. I'm going to do the real Imaginary Friends guide. The real one. And I think people want this. I think this is what people want. For some people it's entertainment, for some people it's clarity. There's a lot of stuff coming about Imaginary Friends now. There is, some of it is, I don't know, it's just done for a purpose. For others it's an actual thing. I mean, there's this thing about the spirit world and the real world. Can Imaginary Friends, can they do this, can they do that, and can they do can they do the other? And I'm going to make this guide where all those questions will be answered, because I think people need to know that yes, this exists, it's true. I know people don't want it to be true, but unfortunately it is. And it's reality and imagination when they both clash. If you can imagine a storm, all right? Imagine like an eclipse, like where the sun and the moon, where they sort of meet, right? Well, that's what happens with reality. Sometimes you get this time, and we don't know how to explain to people, There's a guy in America who had really bad... Ooh, bloody hell. These electric cars are a nightmare. I'm not going. Oh, it's not electric. I still can't cross. Ah, no, I can now. I can. Where was we? We were talking about reality and imagination and how they clash. Again, I'm doing a video for Fusion Entertainment channel, talking about all these things that I've spoken about, but I'm also going to write a little digital booklet thing that tells you all about the things that, you know, and I'm not a, what do they call them? I'm not a psychiatrist, but I think that people with mental health issues, having imaginary friends, having an imagination helps. It's not going to get rid of the issue, but if you can take lesser drugs, and if you can stay out the hospital, then that's my, you know, it's a very good coping mechanism. It's better than self-harm. It's better than anything else, you know. And I've said this in countless autism videos. I've said this. I used to do an autism podcast, and the one thing I used to say was, you know, talking to yourself is better than self-harm, better than. I'm doing some autism videos on this channel because it's a vlog channel now. I think I'm going to do an autism series because, you know, those things like if you forget the imaginary friends, there's other things that you struggle with, and you know, there's people that have had other problems. You know, there's people with eating disorders have imaginary friends. There's people with not just Asperger's, but there's other kinds, and they've found that having that imagination is a real coping mechanism for those issues. And people they've either got better or they've managed to get stronger through that. And it's a you know, and spiritually stronger too. But I mean, obviously that's another video in itself. But when I do the guide and when I do the series, I'm not telling you how to get an imagination. You know, it's like, I mean, I can tell you to get an imagination, but I can't teach you to get an imagination. It doesn't. It's like caring, loving, hate, all those things you can't teach necessarily. You either have it or you don't. So, I mean, I've had this debate with a lot of people, but you know, I know people that don't have an imagination and they've never been able to have one, but they want one all of a sudden. It's, how do you get it? How do you get this imagination? How do you do it? Well, it's like anything. Oh wow, that's. I mean, learning through play and stuff like that is important for everybody. There's studies been done on it. There's TED Talks. Oh shit. There's TED Talks. There's. Oh man. And what I've been doing all along, I've been doing it way before they did these studies, or as these studies were happening. I did it way before Tech Talk, way before the internet. If you go to my Fusion Entertainment channel, for those that want it, on this channel, it's going to be more day-to-day vlogging, or just the stuff that I don't think, you know, my pretend radio station, all that sort of stuff. And pretend and play. I just want to talk about this now. Again, I've seen some really good pretend and play videos of late. Way better than the Wendy and the Ryan's World. Way better than that. I think, Ryan's World's a bit too polished, and Wendy, she's a bit too polished. I think the ones that have a bit of rawness to them are brilliant. Ones that just got sound effects in, or and it's brilliant. And that's the videos we're hitting home. We're hitting home with videos, and the Imaginary Friends blog, we're really, really hitting home with stuff, because it's the stories that we're telling, through the Imaginary Friends, through this, through that. But is the actual real world stuff that we're trying to tell? Is there any actual message we're trying to get? There's music appreciation videos that I'm doing, keeping on this channel, but there's videos I'm doing for the other channel, which if you go there, you'll find some, what I find great and what you find great is two different things. I mean, I like to watch the pretend and play videos I watch for research purposes. I enjoy some of them. I really do enjoy some, because I think, wow, these kids, obviously the production is the adults, obviously they've done all the production, but the kids, wow, there's some really, really cool videos to watch. But I'm doing some pretend and play. I've got some pretend and play videos coming, but it's also going to promote somebody else's projects, because it's going to be nice doing that, because we'd rather do something to help other people. And speaking of really cool stuff, Magic Silver Room's coming back. Now, it's coming back to the podcasts are coming to this channel, but we've got Magic Silver Room videos that are coming to Fusion Entertainment, because the reason for that is because the magazine's coming back, and the magazine is the magazine's going to be hopefully owned by the World Art Factory. We really want them to own Magic Silver Room, because they were the community that came back. I don't know what this van's going to do. Is he letting me go? I don't want to argue with the van. The people that are in the Magic Silver Room community now, they're the people that we thought had left Magic Silver Room. We thought they'd left us. We thought they'd abandoned us, but they haven't. And so for that, we're going to do Magicon, Magic Silver. We're going to do our own version of Comic-Con for the geeks, the nerds, the cosplayers. We're going to bring everybody together, and that's our plan. And we really, really, we know where to do it. We know where to do it now. And we don't want the money. All we want is to show off to a community how, we want to do Comic-Con differently, because Ashens has done it. There's loads of people that have done it, and we can get people. We've got people who we really want to build a network with. A network of people. We bring them together and say, the cosplayers. I'm not a cosplayer myself, but I'm in touch with cosplayers, and I think it's cool when they can come and they love the competitions, and they love the They love the competitions, and they love the they like coming and dressing up and showing off, and it's nice. The cosplayers, they've got this communal thing. There's then there's people, video game people. There's so many people. If you bring them together, I mean, the Northwest Comic Con is dead in my eyes. I think we need to do our own version of where we bring communities and say, hey, we don't care which community you're in. We want to meet you. We want to see you. When I used to go to Comic-Con, I used to go and meet people there, and it just used to be a big meet. And now that meet is happening, we just used to meet with the people that we thought, were their Magic Silver Room people. And it'd be cool to get people and, people who are smaller, that doesn't make no sense, smaller YouTubers, smaller comic creators, and get them to come and do their thing and really put Magic Silver Room back on the map. I mean, technically, like I said, I don't want any money from it, but what I want to make from it is a community sense, Magic Silver Room becoming our own again, because people ask about it, and we just wanted to put something cool and collective, but it's good to know that it's more than a magazine now. It's more than whatever. We are planning to do get some, we are planning to do some, video game reviews and stuff like that for Magic Silver Room again, but it's going to be more going to be other reviews and stuff, but I think it's going to be like the stuff we were into from the very beginning as Magic Silver Room. Film, music, and video gaming, the three things we share, are going to be in that. But yeah, we're going to do this Comic-Con, which we hope to do not just in Southport, but in other places. And we don't want it to be big, but we want the indie Cindies to know that we care about them. Indie gamers, indie writers, indie game developers, indie music, indie bands. Everything just be independent, and they all come together and know, oh crumbs, my shoes have had a wash, and know that they can come together, and they've got a place, they've got all the sub-communities, they come into one. It's like a network. The cosplayers know, and everybody knows that we're all into something, and we share that. We may be into other things as well, and we just want people to come down and enjoy. There's not many events now, and the lockdown, as you all know, destroyed a lot. But wouldn't it be cool to say, let's go down and let's experience, what's out there, and get a taste of this really cool thing that happened 20 years ago, and still, it's just a Facebook page now, but Geek Supply, that's coming back, and we really want like a place where geeks know they're still loved, nerds are still loved, people who are just into anything and everything, we want you to know that that's the place, and it's going to be done. It'll start next year, really. But there's other projects that we're in, and just let these people past.
Thank you.
Oh, no worries, no panic. So yeah, now the Imaginary Friends blog needs to be big. It can't just be a little small Facebook page anymore. It's got to be so much we could do. I think so much awareness we can build. You know, like I said before. You know, and we're doing Charles's Garage next, and we're doing the little village, the Greybank Village. We're actually doing that. It's going to be cool because we can write about this cool place, you know, Greybank Village. We'll just say it's in Hesketh Bank, but it won't. The pictures won't be coming from Hesketh Bank. They'll be coming from another source. We've got loads and loads of work to do over these coming, because there's so much planning now that we've got to do. As we've asked people things, and so we've got to start planning things. It means that I can use vehicles, and I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this project for 2, 3, 4 years, and I've been wanting to, you know, do cars and vans. Through my street photography, I've got into that. That's still going, but that's not a massive thing. The wagons database, that's still going, that's not a massive thing. But the new projects are, I mean, my imaginary building firm, we've got loads to do with that. We've got, you know, when we start mentioning Formby, you might see some of these places, or, you know, so we write about these places too. Talking about the pretend building firm, we had a smooth day with the wagon today, but that's touching wood, so touching the cane handle, bringing the bell. You know, the wagon drive goes smoothly into Runcorn. We were going to have someone meet us halfway, but why do that when, you know, we got lorries? We'll take them over to Runcorn. We've got a van in Crosby that's being loaded. We've got a house in, I'm trying to think what the house is we're getting worked on, but we're doing that. And all the same, we're doing all this work at the yard too. There's an old shop in Formby which we're going to have as our offices for the mobile phone company. And then in next month we're going to be opening an office in Yorkshire too, a couple of offices in Yorkshire, which someone's got for us, and you'll see those things happen. We got we also got a rubbishy call centre to open. People love those rubbishy call centres. but we're opening quite a lot of them. They're popping up all over the show. All the stuff in Preston's getting closed down. You'll see that warehouse in Preston, everything's got to be out and sold. I don't even know what's in there. So it could be that we just, I mean, I can even send one of my building trucks down there and just fill up a trailer and bring it back. That's not an issue. I know next, what day are we on? I know next Tuesday, next Tuesday and Wednesday, next Saturday, I've got a, hello there, I've got next Saturday I've got a wagon going out at 7:30. It's a wagon we're borrowing too, so it's a DAF XG. I know we don't have a DAF XG. It's a new DAF. I've got a vehicle that we're renting to, three vehicles we're renting over the next few weeks. But yeah, we've got a couple of night jobs. When I say night jobs, we start at 7 in the evening and they won't be coming back till, depends. They've got to get to Wales for, not Wales. We've got to get to Kirby for half 11. The one that I'm not, it's the one that I'm a bit worried about, to be honest, because it's night time and they're going up to Kirby, and if they've got to get there, and it's where are they going to park overnight and stuff. I'm not worried about my trailer getting robbed. I'm worried about people setting my wagon alight. It's not mine. It's someone else's wagon. It's a wagon we're renting. And a rented wagon is... Oh wow, speaking of wagons, there's one there. So it's not on camera. Where was I? I'm not worried about my people stealing stuff off the trailer. I'm more worried about people setting the wagon alight. That's what I'm worried about. So yeah, and then Saturday morning they'll be coming back and getting ready for them trailers to be tipped. On Monday morning they'll be getting ready for them to be coming Sunday night. On Monday morning, getting ready for those trailers to get tipped, because they're going back on when they're going back. They're going back on Tuesday morning. See, every day this week on the builder's yard, I've seen all the wagons that have gone out. I've known, like Tuesday 9:15. Anyway, I'll let this one go in and I'll I'll do another boring one. Bye.
Mic trigger. Mic lock. Finish recording.